G'day guys, and welcome to another NY update video. First of all, apologies for not uploading a London session market analysis video. As some of you are aware, I am traveling back to Thailand tomorrow. Bit busy organizing some things and saying some final goodbyes. So I didn't get a chance to even look at the charts personally. I did mark up a few charts and send some people. Interesting to see that gold actually did reject and react to the level I had marked in. And I think it could have been good options to take a sell. Again, I wasn't in any trades because I wasn't on the charts, but weak closures here, constant rejections. It looks like that could have been a very good entry. But again, easier said than done after the fact. But would I have taken it? Probably. All right, now let's look at, I'll probably only look at gold and NAS moving into my session, guys. I've still got a few things to wrap up before I head off tomorrow. So let's start with gold. Looking at the weekly, I would call that probably a weak bearish candle, to be honest, because it has closed with a higher, lower high, higher low. Not as great deal of volume compared to the previous candle. Not the strongest bodied candle. Look, you could call it either. It doesn't really make much of a difference. What we can see is, though, we have still respected the closures of the candles over here to the left. Current candle has not got a low wick. I'm just be marking that level in right now. And you guys know how I feel about that. Do we need to come down? There's a probability we'll come down, create a low wick. Do we have to? No. As long as any pullback within the current weekly candle is met by support in minor time frames, and if we begin to break the high of the previous weekly candle, there's a high probability we won't need to actually come back down to create a low wick. All right, so that's the weekly time frame. Now looking at the daily time frame, it do have a high, low, high, high. Look where it tapped into against that resistance on the 4 hour, which I would have been looking for trades at on rejection earlier if I was on the charts. The structure itself is bullish, just a choppy area of price action though. Obviously, as we can see, we're now just sort of consolidating. Yeah, we've got that previous, well, the current daily candle's low marked in. Let's see what we've got once we go down to the 4 hour time frame. Structure on the 4 hour is technically on this broker, it's bullish. I think it depends on what broker you're looking at on TradingView. On I think it's FXCM, the other one, Forex.com. Sorry, it's actually flip bearish, but on this particular provider, it is actually bullish. I think it's, yeah, no, it has flipped bearish on Forex.com, but on Wonder, it's actually still, yeah, it is, it's still bullish. So it's bullish. So sorry, it was bearish on Forex.com, and I wonder it's actually bullish. That is the swing high. That is the last 2 or more consecutive candle pull back in opposite direction. Anything between, we're technically going to be bullish. And we have just rejected that resistance to the left hand side, obviously, which I've had marked in throughout all last week too. So we're still range bound. We're still in the same area, the same range as last week. I'm just going to pull this up to the most recent support. All right, so let's go down to the M30. There we go. Would have been some nice entries, I reckon, to be honest. The M30, and also what we can see is the M30 actually pulled up to retest, pretty much close to retesting anyway. The last significant lower high on the M30 time frame, tapping into that zone only to reject. Likely make a decent pullback now. All right, so looking further into close to MY session, what I'd probably do now on gold is mark in this level here. That is the most recent support we formed within the current daily candle. Seeing we have rejected that resistance, what we're going to do now is either pull back up, maybe tap back in again, and then you could possibly look for the same type of entry to sell it, come closer to MY open from the highs, guys. I would still look for that potential entry yet again, as long as we continue to respect this level. It is a very strong level. It is a key level around that 2034 sort of level. Anything really below 2038, as long as I get the right signals within price action. A little bit of structure on the micro trend to flip back bearish. If it does pull back a little bit further, just to add a little bit more probability to the trade, and I'd look to sell it back down towards the support. Aside from that, if price does pop down to the support, probably like pull back, create a lower high, start to close below it, and then you could probably look for potential entries again into my session below 2024 at 750. At that point, they were breaking a support form within the current daily candle. If we had to continue bullish, we should respect it and head back up. If we begin to break it, there's a high probability we will continue to the downside. So if that's the case and we do respect it, pull back from a support, again, I'm just looking for my candle in price action to take a buy back up towards the current daily candle's high. So you guys know what to look for your signals, look for a little bit of consolidation, price to begin to pop above that consolidation. and that could be your entry point moving forward on gold. That's what I'll be looking at immediately, close into MY session. Fair way off anything else for the time being. Let's move on to NAS just quickly. Let's do the top-down analysis on NAS. Look, I marked up earlier. All right, let's go. Let's look at NAS. So starting at the weekly time frame, actually closed back a weak bullish candle. What I'll be doing is marking a low of that previous weekly candle. Let's see what we've got below it. Obviously, it's a clean candle on the previous candle to that. Likely to be some clean traffic in the minor time frames. So weak bullish in the weekly, do have a high, low, high, high on that candle. Daily structure is still technically bullish. Previous daily closed back bearish. Current candle looks like it's broken a low of the previous. Low, high, lower, low, just pulling back just now. Gonna mark the low of the current daily candle. See what we've got below that level. On the 4-hour time frame, let's have a look at that. We are technically still bullish in structure. Rejecting resistance, as we can see here to the left. Current candle just under an hour remaining. Close this week bearish, potentially. We're going to have some options to sell on the new candle, because this candle here, to me, suggests that we've grabbed liquidity from the upside as previous resistance. We are to close back weak bearish or weak bullish. As soon as we begin to break it, there's a high probability we will come back down once again to retest the support the opposite end. However, we'll see what we've got in the M30, because it's probably going to be a bit of minor support, a bit of traffic in between. But so far, based off that, our time frame, that's what I've been likely looking at. So we're technically bullish, but rejecting a resistance, which is also support over here to the left. Looking at the M30 time frame, that is, by the looks of it, you could argue it's still technically bearish, guys. You could argue it's bearish. So I'll probably just adjust this a little bit. And what we can see just now is got support formed here. So within the current daily candle, that's the support form. Here's the current daily candle's low. Few options on, now this is very similar to gold. In fact, what I'd be looking for is price to pull back. Again, may even create a high, as long as we really remain below at 17,510. Gonna reject, form a little bit of structure within micro trend at the highs. Maybe even start popping back below 17,470. We'll look for some potential sells. So I'd be looking to sell it from within this gray zone, guys. We get the right signals in price action. Not necessarily just one candle closing back bearish. Obviously, I'd want to see a little bit more than that. Bit of structure to form. Some lower lows, lower highs, that type of scenario. And then potentially look to enter closer to or after the MI open if it gives you that option. So I'll be marking sells below. I'll just be adding it to this zone. Now, further options, obviously, again, we form support. So it's a matter of seeing where we form support in the current daily candle. Because as I mentioned with gold, what we're going to do is either come back down, we're likely going to do is come back down to respect it. And you can look for your signals in price action from the support. So anywhere above really that 2004.15 roughly. We're looking to buy it above as long as I get my catalyst in price action. And sells, if we are to continue bullish and we come back down to support, there is no need to break it. From begin to break it, start close below, look for a tap in, rejection, clean traffic to the left. That would be your level to look to start selling it below 17,411.70, which is a support form within the current daily candle. And that is what I'll be looking at on NAS today, guys. So personally, I won't be trading. I'm about to wrap up a few things before I head off again once again tomorrow. Just a quick update. So we'll not be doing the update videos moving forward, guys. Don't have the software to do it, to be honest. On my laptop's not strong enough to run Streamlabs, to be honest. But however, I do keep an eye out, guys, because I will be uploading some YouTube shorts and IT Reels shortly. A lot of educational content to come. And guys, if you have any comments, any videos you'd like me to upload, some educational stuff, or even some stuff from Thailand, guys, I'll consider doing it. But yeah, feel free to send us a message as well, guys. I always like when you guys contact me. Make sure to like the video, leave me a comment, and I will catch you guys again shortly. Trade safe until next time, guys, and cheers. Bye for now.